Welcome to We Politics, brought to you by the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. I'm your host, Rob Miller. During this series, we will be talking with the candidates in the two Windsor and the Essex ridings. All 17 candidates were invited. We will be talking with Irek Kusmierczyk after a word from our sponsor.
Are you passionate about a particular sport? Would you like to combine it with your education? Are you thinking about a career in one of the many rewarding construction-related trades? Do you love subjects like science, technology, engineering, or math? Take a look at the academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. You'll be glad you did. And years from now, you'll look back on your high school days as the best times of your life. The academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. We're with you all the way.
Irek Kusmierczyk is the candidate for the Liberals in Windsor Tecumseh. He is currently a city councilor. This is his second attempt at federal politics. He ran for the Liberals in 2011. His day job is at We Tech Alliance, where he is the Director of Partnerships. Irek?
Good morning, Rob.
Welcome. What persuaded you to run for the Liberals again in this election?
Well, I'll be honest with you. It's a very good question. I've been a city councilor now for 6 years, 3 times elected, and over the last year I've noticed two things. On the one hand, I've noticed the Liberal Party has been making real investments in this region, in Windsor-Tecumseh. They've been a real tremendous partner, whether it's $50 million to modernize our public transit, whether it's investing $22 million to build affordable housing units, whether it's $30 million for flood mitigation programs. So the Liberal Party has been a real good partner for this region. On the other hand, as a city councilor, I've been noticing we've been getting cut after cut after cut sent our way, sent to this community by the Conservative Ford government in Toronto. And I can tell you, a lot of people are saying that it's hard enough to live with a Ford government in Toronto. We can't afford another Ford government in Ottawa. And so I wanted to throw my hat in the ring and run for the Liberal Party because I wanted to make sure that Windsor-Tecumseh has a strong voice up in Ottawa and that we have a seat at the table, because it really does matter in terms of the amount of investments that we receive in this community and the amount of support that we receive as well too. That was really important for me.
What do you see as the number one local issue in Windsor-Tecumseh?
Well, the number one issue is jobs, and making sure that we protect the jobs that we do have, including, of course, the good-paying auto jobs, but also creating jobs as well too. And again, it's something that I'm really proud of. The Liberal Party, under the Liberal Party the last 4 years, Canadians have created 1.1 million new jobs. And that's the best record we've had in about 40 years in terms of the lowest unemployment rate that we've had. So the economy is quite strong. And at the same time, we've also lifted 900,000 families out of poverty as well too. But one of the big reasons why I'm running again for the Liberal Party is because they have a very strong platform in terms of helping folks and making their lives more affordable. And so they're helping seniors, they're helping students, they're helping families make life more affordable. And so that's another big reason that I'm running for the Liberal Party, because we know affordability is a really big issue. Things are getting much more expensive, whether it's groceries, whether it's gas, whether it's you name it. And we know that we have a really strong platform that's going to help a lot of families, a lot of seniors, and a lot of students really build a strong future for themselves and improve their quality of life.
You have a lot of seniors in your riding.
Mm-hmm.
What specifically can you do for them?
It's a great question. Well, I'll tell you, my mom and dad, my parents are both on fixed income. They're retired, like many people. And they also know how expensive things are, and the prices are going up each and every day. And so the Liberal Party, for example, is increasing old age security. They're increasing Canada Pension Plan, CPP. But something that's also really important, so my parents, not only are they on fixed income, but they also don't have benefits, for example. And so for some of their medications, they're actually paying out of pocket. And so the Liberal Party has introduced a national pharmacare program that's going to make prescription drugs much more affordable for seniors. And I think that's a really important platform, and it's something that I'm really proud to bring to the door. And quite frankly, it's something that when I'm going knocking door to door, it's something that a lot of residents welcome. They're really excited about the pharmacare program that's going to help a lot of seniors with the cost of their prescriptions.
Do you see a place for the federal government in dental care?
I think eventually that's the direction that we may be moving towards. Right now, again, we have the pharmacare program focusing on the prescription drugs and prescriptions and medications. And again, the response that we've heard at the door from a lot of folks, not just seniors, but folks who are taking care of their moms and dads, also think that it's a really strong plan.
You've said in your literature you care about the environment.
Yes.
What is the most important issue in the environment in Windsor-Tecumseh?
Well, I'll tell you, climate change is real. And after 2 catastrophic floods in Windsor-Tecumseh in 2015-2016, residents of Windsor-Tecumseh know that climate change is real. And all you really have to do is drive down Riverside Drive, go to Sandpoint Beach or Lakewood Park and see the high water levels. And you realize that those high water levels are threatening thousands of homes or putting thousands of homes at risk. So residents know that climate change is real, and the Liberal Party really is the only party that has a credible program to address climate change, whether it's setting zero emission targets for 2050, whether it's making the largest, historically the largest investment ever in public transit to get more folks using alternative transportation, whether it's the fact that this government is committed, the Liberal government has committed to planting 2 billion trees over the next 10 years. And I'll tell you, here in Windsor, we have one of the lowest tree coverage in all of Ontario. And so this is a program that we will be tapping into, and we'll need a strong member of Parliament here that's a member of the governing party that's going to be able to tap into that funding so that we can actually plant our fair share, more than our fair share, of the trees across Windsor-Tecumseh. We also have a program that provides $40,000 loans to folks, to families, to renovate their homes, to make their homes more energy efficient. We're also giving a 50% tax cut to businesses, for example, if they come up with or if they invent innovations that help reduce or lead to zero emission innovations. So the Liberal Party has a platform that is serious. We're also putting a price on pollution, which is something that you may have heard. And so the Liberal Party is committed to having a serious platform, serious ideas to address, and serious action to address climate change. I wish I could say the same thing about the Conservative government. It seems like they're just burying their head in the sands. And the question that I would have for the Conservative Party is simply, how many more floods is it going to take before you put forward a credible climate change plan?
So you're talking about a carbon tax.
A price on pollution is what it is.
Could you explain to me where the money goes? And because people have asked me, and I've read every article I can see about it, but I just I can't make head nor tails of where the money goes.
So residents will actually, the money that comes in from the price on pollution is money that's going to be shared with Canadians. It's going to be shared with Canadians in order for them to be able to, again, make life more affordable, help with things like groceries and gas prices, and help with energy and whatnot, heating their homes. So they'll be getting a check, a rebate in the mail that's going to help offset some of the costs.
Okay. You said we have a strong economy, but yet there's a lot of uncertainty out there. What would you do for Windsor-Tecumseh to help retain and attract more manufacturing to this area?
Oh, Rob, that is a great question. And that really is a priority issue, is making sure that we protect the jobs we have and we create new jobs as well. One of the first things that the Liberal Party did the last year is we fought tooth and nail against with the Trump administration in the U.S. in order to get a new Nafta trade deal signed. Trade is the absolute foundation of our entire economy here, and it really is the lifeblood of manufacturing in this community. We are the best manufacturers of things. We build things better than anybody in the country, and then we export them and we sell them abroad. And so signing the new Nafta trade agreement really guarantees that free flow of goods that we build here, and it guarantees our jobs here. Which I got to tell you, which is really surprising that the NDP, for example, wanted to renegotiate this new deal that we just worked so hard to sign. And you talk about risk, nothing casts more doubt and more uncertainty and more risk than the NDP talking about renegotiating a Nafta agreement that we worked really hard to sign with the administration in the US. And so that's the first thing, is we're going to work hard to make sure we have trade agreements really all around the world that's going to help get our goods to market. But another thing that's really important is making sure that we have the best trained workers, which we do, and make sure that we also direct more young people into the fields where there's going to be a lot of jobs, whether it's skilled trades or whether it's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And so one of the things that the Liberal government is doing is we're making it more affordable for students, for young people, to go to university, to go to college and get the skills that they require. So I'll give you one example. We're actually increasing the Canada Student Loan Program, but another thing that we're doing is we're also actually extending the amount of years it takes before graduates have to pay back their student loans. So now they don't have to pay back their student loans for 2 years, and actually they don't have to pay back their student loans until they're making at least $35,000 per year. And the reason why that's important is because it allows young people after they graduate to focus on the thing that's the most important, which is to land that good paying first job, to get their careers off the ground and on a right path. And so that's why the Liberal Party is giving young people a helping hand.
You often talk about being an immigrant. Your family
Yes.
came here from Poland 35 years ago.
Yes.
When you talk about skilled trades, the census people tell us we're anywhere between 750,000 and 1 million skilled trades less than we should have.
Yes.
So that means even if every man, woman, and child who is being trained right now for skilled trades, even though they started today, there'd still be a deficit. That suggests to me, and I think to the Liberal Party, you need immigration. So what can you do to bring immigrant skilled trades to Windsor and Essex counties?
So you raise a really good point, which is that we need to build a bigger talent pipeline. We continually have to make investments building our talent pipeline, because that really is the engine that drives our economy. And so there's a two-track approach. On the one hand, I really strongly believe we have to direct more young people into the skilled trades and into science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which is one reason why a number of years ago in my role at We Tech Alliance, we helped partner with the university and the college and industry, companies like FCA, companies like Centerline, Valiant, in order to bring a FIRST robotics program to our community. That FIRST robotics program, not only does it teach young people the technical skills that are required, but it also teaches them the soft skills: teamwork, collaboration, communication, analytical skills. They learn actually how to fail, how to deal with things when things break and whatnot. Those are really important skills for today's economy. And what's great about FIRST Robotics is it actually encourages more young people to go into the skilled trades and go into science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And I'm really proud to say that we've now got this program in 60 grade schools, 20 high schools, and we now host one of the largest regional robotics tournaments in Canada. So it's really important for us to work with industry, work with our school boards, with our university and college to build these programs that get more young people, more Canadians, young Canadians interested in skilled trades and in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Having said that, we will rely on new Canadians coming to this country, bringing their skills to this country to augment our talent pipeline as well. And I'm delighted to say that the Liberal Party has brought in 321,000 immigrants to this country last year, which was the largest that we've brought in since the Second World War. And we plan to increase that number to 350,000 annually. And you know, my family, the story of immigrants really is the story of Canada as well. And my family came to Canada, like you said, 35 years ago. And Canada really gave us every opportunity. For my brother and I, our entire family, for which we are forever grateful. We immediately fell in love with this country. We are grateful for the opportunities that Canada has given us, and we're committed to paying back to Canada and to Canadians.
Okay, we're running out of time, so
Okay.
you've got 1 minute. This is another opportunity
sure.
I'm giving you to tell the voters why they should vote for you.
Okay. Well, my name is Irek Kusmierczyk, and I am the Liberal Party candidate for Windsor Tecumseh. I've been a city councillor for 6 years now, and I understand both the opportunities and the challenges that are facing our communities in Windsor Tecumseh. We need a strong voice at the table. We need a strong voice in Ottawa that's going to help us bring investments, support, resources to our region to help build a better quality of life, to help us modernize our infrastructure, and just improve life for residents of Windsor Tecumseh. I hope I can count on your vote on October 21st.
Thank you for joining us.
This was great. Thank you very
Okay.
much, Rob.
And thank you for joining us. Until next time, goodbye from We Politics.